We did it. We did it.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, man.
Nailed
Welcome.
it.
Happy wild card weekend, boys.
It's the wild cards.
It's bittersweet
games.
because that means football's almost over.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Super wild card weekend. That's what they call it. Super wild card weekend.
Well,
So,
football is over for the majority.
That's
of
true. Most
NFL
of the teams
fans.
are done playing. You're right. Yeah.
not really. 14 teams are in, so it's almost
Yeah.
half the league. So next week's when it really stings to fan bases. Are like, fuck, like these teams, that are right on the cusp of not being in the playoffs that just scraped in, like the Bucks, like the Commanders, like the Rams, people like that. If they don't carry on, or even worse, the favorites, if they get bounced, like these like the Vikings win 14 games, and we'll talk about that, but I feel like they're going to lose. And if they lose, their fan base is just like, what the fuck? Really? We got to wait till August again for like a real preseason game. So yeah, it's about
How
to get
long's it been since the Vikings made the playoffs?
not that long since they
Okay.
made the playoffs.
No, they made it with Kirk Cousins a couple years ago.
Okay, a couple
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the Vikings, if there was a Vikings Bills Super Bowl, that would mean that one team would be leaving that Super Bowl 0-5 in Super Bowls.
Great.
I think
point.
that would be fun because you're just devastated if you're 0-5 in Super Bowls.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you could be.
What if they both lose somehow? They just tie. I'm like, fuck.
No
you
way.
know?
This isn't fucking Europe.
Yeah, they
okay?
won't let them tie. This is America.
God damn it. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of scenarios that could play out. And of course, we'll do some of the expert picks on the games that are coming up. We'll do our picks on the games coming up. We have a lot of shit to talk about today, and we're going to release this on the same day, the first time we've done that. So we're getting closer and closer to actually doing a live show. This is going to be like an hour from being like a real live show. So everything we talk about today, when you're watching this on the stream, you'll be like, oh shit, that was just like a couple hours ago. So
Yep.
we're going to
Drinking
talk
beers
about
at
all
1 o'clock in the
playoff-
afternoon. It's a real problem.
Yeah.
It's an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we drinking?
It's a red flag.
Yeah. What are
Yeah,
you guys drinking?
I've
Raise
got
the
a
flags.
Blue Point toasted lager. It's
Ooh,
very
good one.
tasty. It's
That's a
very
good
tasty.
one.
That's what I got too. I grabbed a 6-pack of these on
Thank you,
sale,
John.
and they're great. Yeah, where is Blue?
I was questioning whether we were going to drink because it's pretty early, and John was like, "Don't be a pussy," and I was like, "All right."
I was like, yeah, dude, it's 1 o'clock.
Give me
in the
that beer.
afternoon. On a Saturday. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's
Where is
prime
Blue
drinking
Point?
hours.
Where is Blue Point Brewery? Look on the, because I've had it before.
it's in New York.
Oh, okay.
It's,
All right.
It's Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie, New York.
Oh,
yeah.
what adorable.
Cute name. Mhm.
I am being a pussy because I'm still doing dry January, and so I'm drinking a delicious Members Mark purified water right now.
Ooh.
Good for you.
No, it isn't. Okay, it fucking sucks, dude. I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing a
didn't-
dry anything. Sober October, fuck your mother. I'm never doing anything like this ever again.
This I'm drinking before I eat anything. I haven't even had anything to eat today.
Oh,
and I'm
and
just
you
going
worked
right
out.
for beer.
I just want to say that Matt is he's becoming an athlete this year.
I'm doing it.
He started Muay Thai last night.
I'll kick
saw
your
that.
fucking lungs out.
He's ready. He's ready to fight some women, folks.
Oh man, it was tough. It was fucking hard work.
I mean,
But,
Muay
it was
Thai,
cool.
you picked like one of the most violent, one of the most vicious martial arts you could possibly pick, like where you just shin kicking.
It's all
fucking-
elbows and knees and low kicks.
It's nuts,
far.
dude. Like, why would you do that to your 40-year-old body? Why would you
Fuck
want
you.
to fuck yourself up?
Oh man, we're not like it was a lot of pads, so no, I was fine. It was good.
It's,
So it's
know,
like
it was like I've never sweat like that like in my life.
So
I
it's
haven't
like
sweat like that
Nerf
since like high
Muay
school
Thai.
sports.
Is that what it is? It's like
yeah, it's a safe space.
It's mostly to stop
Sock
people from trying like to stop muggers and rapists.
Get away
stealing
from me.
my purse.
I got my
Muay
elbow
Thai-
on it.
Muay Thai actually makes a lot of sense in certain regards because it's a lot of elbows and knees,
Yeah.
which are you're way less likely to damage if you throw at someone's skull. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
If you're punching someone, there's a good chance you're gonna get a little fracture in your hand and it's gonna hurt. It's no matter what, your knuckles are gonna swell up and it's gonna hurt real bad.
The teacher, you would definitely not want to fight him. He was very like casual. He was like, "Look, here's how you do the kick," and he was just like, "I'll go half speed," and he almost kicked this dude onto the ground.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, don't fuck with that guy."
No, you don't fuck with those guys. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
cheers.
Elbows are the way to go, though.
This is the year. I'm either going to get in shape or I'm just going to give up
Yeah,
and
cheers.
accept that I'm just molecularly fat, and that's
Yeah,
just my
cheers
life.
to day drinking and Matt's fitness journey. So
Thanks,
you, dude.
thanks, Gafer.
You.
My fitness journey. I did not say that.
yeah, no, that's what he called it when he came in.
Oh my god, dude.
He was like, John, do you want to come with me on my weight loss journey? And he's like, I'm gonna be
I'm keeping
sending
a journal.
newsletter out every 6 weeks. I'm
Ugh.
sending a newsletter or a blog.
I got to start
post.
posting gym selfies like
Yeah.
a real piece of shit.
No, he just started a separate IG account. It's called Matt's Journey, and he just puts out like his workout vids, and then he posts his diet hacks. He's like, guys, today we're gonna make cottage cheese, everything but the bagel bites. Follow me on my journey.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to do one of those where I just get fatter.
Yeah,
It's like
Where
follow
it's
me
just
on my
not
journey
working.
where I just die.
They have
at the
those.
end.
They have those. There was some girl that was catching all kinds of controversy and black dicks because she was trying to get as fat as possible, and
Oh,
there was
like that
people-
episode of The Simpsons.
They were rooting her on, dude.
Okay.
She was up to like 700 pounds, and she's like, "My goal is
Oh
900
wow, that's
pounds."
crazy.
I know. Oh boy. Yeah, not good.
Yeah,
Is
it
she
seems-
alive?
I
Probably
stopped,
not.
I stopped following her. It was weighing down my monitor.
Have you seen that Dave East, the rapper, the humongous
yeah.
rapper who has to sit in a couch?
Yeah, yes,
when
he's
he
on
raps?
oxygen, smoking
Yeah.
blunts.
Yeah,
That guy's
Come on,
gonna
man.
die.
get out of here. He tried to jump on the whole jelly roll thing. He's like, man, I'm gonna get so fat I can't even fucking walk. How about that, white boy? You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, jelly roll. Shit, I'm on oxygen. You know, look at me.
I don't know. I feel like those things are fun to watch up until a certain point, and then it's just like, oh no.
That dude's
I
got
can't watch
bars
this
though,
anymore.
fucking candy bars. Am I right? Come on, look at that fat ass. I like people fatter than me. That's always been my goal. Like if I
He's fatter. He's the fattest person I've ever seen.
I tell
Yeah.
people all the time, if you're fat and you really can't lose weight, just get fatter friends, dude. You'll feel great about yourself. Just hang around a bunch of pieces of shit. You know,
Move
like,
to Florida.
yeah, things could be worse. Look at this guy. Yeah, that's fine. We have a lot of sports to talk about. I guess we can get into it.
I guess we can get into sports instead of making fun of fat people.
I know, dude. We'll just fat shame right out the
You
gate.
know
Oh,
how rare it is for me and Johnny to get to body shame people.
I know, dude.
I mean, you guys are looking pretty good. I want to make fun of you, but you're doing better. So I don't want to discourage that.
Yeah.
I'm
Bucks
just-
win.
I'm
Bucks
annoyed.
beat the Saints at home 27-19. Now that was a really
Closer
fun
than
game
I
to
would
watch.
have than I would have liked.
It was
Yeah,
a
I
really
like it.
difficult first half to watch.
I was there
You were there,
with
yeah.
the whole family, and
Wow.
we were watching the game, and it was tough to watch in the first half, and I was hammered by the second half. And we were in the group like by the pirate ship, and my stepson got dapped up by this cool old black dude, and it like made his whole day.
Aw.
Anyway,
nice.
that was a
Y'all-
very it was a
you-
very
you
fun
had
day.
him in a jersey, right?
Yeah, he won that Vita Vea jersey on the Bucks bingo. Like if you go to the Bucks app, they do bingo
Oh,
during
I heard
the game.
about that. He won
and
that. Damn.
yeah, I won that All-Star jersey I have last year.
Yeah,
That
I
is
gotta play that.
cool. Well, I bought this Tom Brady jersey that I'm rocking today on the stream. So I didn't know I was gonna go the creamsicle today. I was gonna go old school for the stream here, but I was like, I don't know. I want to go at what we're wearing. So did you see we're wearing the red and pewter, and I think the Bucks are 7-1 all time in the playoffs wearing the red and the pewter. And I
So
want
red top, pewter bottom.
yeah, and I
That's
want to
dope.
say the Commanders are wearing all white is what I've heard, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. We look
It's
good.
the
in
Washington Nationalist Nationalist Party is that
all
what they're
white.
wearing?
Yeah, Jaden Daniels will be in whiteface, which is totally cool. Yeah, so we'll do all that. No, we'll break that game down. Also, big ups to James. He's in the background producing today, and we got him for the whole show. No bingo or anything. It's great. What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
He just popped in for a second. He was at the
Popped in,
game
he was
also.
like, Yeah, he went to the game. Yeah, that was exciting game. What did they just said? Bucky Irving just had. They just had the yardage up there. If you're listening at home, you gotta watch. We're video on Spotify and YouTube, and there's a lot of information going on. It's kind of like the Pat McAfee show, except like no one takes their shirt off.
Yeah, and we're all broke. Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't have any money.
Right.
Yeah, 19 carries, 89 yards, 1 touchdown, and then of course Mike Evans. It is, well, yeah, you guys said it earlier. It's Mike Evans' Day was yesterday.
Yeah. All of
That's
Florida. It's
officially-
Mike Evans Day every January 10th. I like it.
Mike Evans' Day forever. And
Someone said it should be on the 13th, and did you know that January 13th is Derek Brooks' Day already? So he can't. So Mike Evans couldn't have it.
that's
There you go. I don't know. The Bucky Irving thing, when he got that touchdown at the end, it was, the whole stadium, I could feel it. I wasn't there. You guys were there. But I could feel the whole stadium like deflate, even though it gave us an 8-point lead with, just a couple minutes left.
right.
Everybody wanted Mike to get that 5 more yards for, the tie Jerry Rice's record of 11 straight seasons of 11 or 1,000 yards. And what happened at the end of that game was not only fantastic for Bucs fans and for Tampa, but the entire country was talking about it. Rich Eisen talked about it on his show as being one of the best walk-off moments in NFL history. And I'm pissed that I wasn't at the game just for that moment, but I'm happy for Matt and James because you guys were at that game. Matt, tell me what that felt like in the stadium. Did you think when they went out there with 36 seconds left that they were going to kneel on the ball?
I sent that selfie to you because I knew what was coming, dude. I knew. I was like, there's no way. Everybody was like locked in. That place was silent during that drive. And then when he caught that ball, it was pandemonium. People were high-fiving. That's when that cool black dude dapped up my stepson. Everybody was going fucking ape shit. Like, we were by the pirate ship. It was the best spot to be.
Yeah,
it was
they're firing
awesome.
the cannons
Oh,
off.
the cannons were going. Yeah, it was going nuts, dude. It was a party. From then on out.
I can see your stepson telling the story to his friends the next day. He goes, "Oh my God, it's unbelievable! My stepdad, he took me to the game. We were all there. Everything was great, and the Bucs won. They clinched the NFC South, and Mike Evans broke his record. I met a black, and it was just unbelievable. It was unbelievable. He touched me. It was great. It was.
It's not just exciting; it's also classy as fuck on the Buccaneers' part.
Oh yeah,
they got together. They planned it out. They're like let's get this guy earned this money. Let's get him this bonus. Let's get him that 5 yards. How do we get him open? As opposed to the Dallas Cowboys. That
bench Cooper Rush.
Yeah, that bench Cooper Rush because he was having too good of a season. Didn't want to pay him the $500,000 bonus.
Jerry Jones is a cheap piece of shit.
Well, he's not the only one. I've seen teams do that over the years where somebody's really close to a bonus and they just bench him or they just don't call plays for him, and you could tell that's what they're doing. And you could say whatever you want about the Glazers. I mean, over $3 million was what he was facing there for 5 receptions and over 1,000 yards. And they were happy to give him that money because, I mean, and that really sealed his Hall of Fame right there. Like, he's going to be first ballot after that. Like, it was always in question. Like, when will he get in? If he gets in,
I don't know if it'll be. Dude, it's hard to go first ballot as a receiver. Only like Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, and I think Steve Largent have done it.
Well,
There's
still
only
got
been
a couple more seasons.
There's only been like
he's
3
not
that have
done.
done it. So I'm saying it's hard, but he's definitely going to the Hall of Fame. If I was the Saints, I would have been super petty and lined up like 9 defenders covering Mike Evans.
well, they were yelling. Mike Evans
I would have
said
been a real asshole about it.
he said, like, in the whole second half that they kept yelling, cover 13, get 13. And they were doubling him a lot in the second half. And they were dicks. They really didn't want him to get it. If you see the formation they used on that last catch, he had like 3 guys like out in front of him to kind of like give him a natural pick, which would have been real shitty if the refs would have called like a offensive pass interference on that play. And then, we got a, offensive penalty. We're going to run the clock out. Game's over. No fucking record. They may have gotten quartered like a referee in a soccer game in Brazil if that happened. Like, they may have.
We would have stormed the field.
Yes, exactly. So
Playing flag.
Not like a fun storm the field in college, like a murderous rage storm the field.
Like a throw the goalpost in the ocean.
Yeah, like a get that referee.
yeah, not good. But I mean, it all worked out. I mean, we're back in. We're not only in the playoffs, but we're number 3 seed playing the Commanders. Prime time, 8:00 game in Tampa. So last time we played them week 1, and that wasn't really a contest, but that was a different team. Then
Jaden Daniels has gotten so much better.
Well, the coaching got better. They've gelled. They look really, really well. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. A lot of people want Washington to win. Everybody hates. I don't know why so many people hate Tampa. I don't get it. Like,
I don't think they hate. I think that, like, a lot of people are rooting for Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
What about
like
Baker?
I'm just saying. I think he's I'm rooting for Baker, obviously, but I just think that a lot of people he's a young kid. He's a rookie. The Commanders have been pretty bad for a while.
You read the national news, and the headline will be like, Baker Mayfield isn't the best quarterback in the NFL, but here's 10 stats that are better than every other quarterback in the NFL, except for maybe one guy.
No, the media hates us for sure.
Yeah. He may not be the best, but he's number one in this.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, something I grabbed before the show just to prove, what part of the media hates us and what part likes us and whatever, or actually is non-biased, actually uses their brain. This is what all the experts from the different sites chose for this game as far as their predictions. And I won't use everybody's name. I'll just go to the sites and tell you the numbers for their experts. NFL.com, 4 of the 5 analysts side with the Buccaneers, predicting it'll be a close game. Like Vegas has it. It's basically a pick 'em. Bucks favored by 2.5 or 3, depending on what book you use. CBS.com, Pete Prisco, prickly Pete Prisco, has the Bucks winning a close one and Bucky Irving being the reason why, and he'll close out the game. USA Today is an even split, 6 predictions, 3-3, which makes sense. Bleacher Report, 5 of the 8 experts go with the Commanders, so a slight edge there on Bleacher Report. Pro Football Talk, Chris Sims and Mike Florio.
Chris Sims.
And I know. Well, they both
hate him.
They both think that the Bucks are going to win. So they got that. Albert Breer from Sports Illustrated goes with the Bucks. And Sporting News has the Commanders as his Vinny Iyer has Commanders as his upset of the week. But of course, the one that I talked about recently on the show, for some reason, not only hates Tampa, hates anything Florida ever, which don't make sense because they're owned by fucking Disney. ESPN, all their fucking analysts have the Bucks losing in this game. Fuck them.
And
I don't
what's
know
their
why.
reasoning behind this? You don't know.
I didn't even dig into it. I just saw that they all chose the Commanders, and I knew it. It's ESPN. They fucking hate us. They loved Tom Brady when he was in New England. The second he became a Buccaneer,
Right.
they shit on him every single time they got a chance. I don't get it. I don't know why ESPN hates us, but they do, and then go fuck themselves. That's all I got to say. Fuck you.
Well,
you're a fake news organization. Eat a dick.
I just hate Chris Sims because he shouldn't be allowed to talk football. He was barely a good quarterback for 3 years, and then he got his pancreas exploded on the
it's his
field.
spleen, dude.
Oh, it was his spleen.
Yeah.
That's right. His spleen burst.
That's
the
why
most that's the most memorable thing he did.
No,
destroyed by Julius Peppers.
I like him for 2 reasons. One, he played a game dying, right? Finished the game, went to the hospital, and they were like, "Yeah, you're dying." The second thing I like about him, because I used to
do you
listen
even need
to.
a spleen? Do you?
I don't think so.
No. It just helps filter out shit. It's like your appendix. It's like one of those things that when the aliens were designing us, they were like, I don't know, we got some extra parts, just throw it in there. Fuck it.
Give us some fun spleen facts on the bottom of the fucking screen.
Dude.
Give us some good spleen ticker facts.
Your spleen is way more important than your appendix, bro.
Okay.
Way more. Your
You can
appendix
live
is
without it,
useless.
right?
Oh,
You can
well,
live without it.
You can live without your spleen, but it's not going to be like the best life you've ever had. It's going to suck.
Chris Sims is on TV every day. He's handsome as fuck. He's got a beautiful wife.
He ain't
got a
climbing no
colostomy
mountains.
bag under
I'll
the
tell you
desk.
that.
Ew.
Yeah,
Neither
exactly.
am I. I'm not climbing
dude-
mountains either. Give me Chris Sims' life right fucking now. I'll trade him. He'll be like, oh, fuck, I got some fatty fucking spleen and I live in Valrico. Yeah.
I just want to say that your appendix is useless. You're right about that. Like doctors don't even know what it used to do. So
I'll take my spleen out right now, live, right now, on air.
Good. We should do that on a stream, and
That'll
maybe
get
we
us some
get more
views.
viewers.
Yeah, for sure.
Followers, man. Fuck you guys, man. No, the other thing I like about Chris Sims is I used to listen to the podcast with him and Florio back in the day, but then Florio was so anti-Buck for a little while, I just stopped listening to it. But Chris Sims lets his his young children curse in the house. Like, and I was like, you know what? I like that, dude. I like that a lot. I like that as a parenting move. You know, he goes, look, we have a rule. You can't say this shit outside of the house, but in the house, they're just words. Like, the words are words. If you want to say fuck, I don't care. And his kids were like,
yeah, that's the exact opposite of the rule in our house. You can say it outside of the house. Do not say that shit to me or I will choke you out.
Yeah.
Well,
Matt's going to throw a Muay Thai knee.
Like, it's a context though. Like, if you tell your stepson, hey man, did you clean your room? And he goes, hey, go fuck yourself. Not my dad, right?
I'm gonna come at him.
Right. But if he says, hey dad, was that some good fucking spaghetti we had yesterday? Then I think that's okay. You know, be like, yeah,
I would laugh. That would make me laugh. And then I'd be like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
not me, man.
We're not that cool. I'm not your friend.
I don't know. I let my son curse after like 14 years old because I heard him like on playing Call of Duty, like on the other side of his bedroom door, and I just heard all the cursing in the world.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't give a shit about that.
Well, I waited like 5 minutes because I'm like, as long as he don't say the N-word like all the other kids on fucking Xbox, then we're gonna have a conversation, right? And he didn't drop one, so I was like, okay. So I just busted in the door on him, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh god, and I'm like, it's cool, dude. Like, whatever. You're 14. Like, I was
cursing at 12.
I better hear more N-words out of this room.
No,
cursing at 12
I haven't heard a single N-word.
Not even a Hispanic slur, nothing.
Kids today, man, when I was 12, I was cursing. I was stealing cigarettes from the store.
I wasn't doing that.
Lighting fires and storm drains.
Oh, yeah. Finding porn in the woods.
Yes, finding porn in the woods.
Yeah,
I was a little pirate. I was a little dirt pirate.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how Florida was in the 90s.
Yeah,
well,
for
we used to steal bicycles, right? But everybody did. So it was almost like a bicycle exchange program. Like
bicycle, that was the original Uber.
It was communism.
People would steal my bike, and I'd be like, "What the fuck? Somebody stole my bike!" And then I'd just go steal another bike, and then they would steal that bike, and it was just like a concept. It was like those rental bikes downtown where you just throw them on the ground when you're done with them. Like we would just steal each other's bikes all the time. It was, and then when we wanted a really good bike, we would like take the city bus to the white neighborhoods and go steal some nice ass bikes. Yeah, like we go.
Nice bikes.
I remember like 12 years old. I'm like, fuck, dude, I just stole a red line. I'm gonna drive this bitch home from Oldsmar. And I did. I fucking rode down Hillsborough Avenue for like 18 miles all the way back to Seminole Heights. And I was like, this is a $300 bike, dude. I'm rich. Yeah, it was great. All my friends.
No, we're not.
No,
talk
shut
about
up,
football.
Bothwell. We're talking
Fuck
about
off.
bikes right now.
Yeah, what the fuck's your problem, dude?
Not even motorcycles, bicycles.
Yeah, dude. We're talking
now's
N-words and bicycles, baby.
Now's actually a good time to for Johnny to announce your new gig and the lineup change at your work.
Yeah, man. I just did my first week of morning radio, and I gotta tell you, I love it. It's unbelievable how many more people are listening to me on FM radio since I'm on at 10 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm hosting the Mike Calta After Show, which is, following the Mike Calta Show, which is one of the number one morning shows in the country, in the number 17 market, which is Tampa. A lot of people don't know we're that big of a market now. But yeah, it's nuts. Number one, being in the building when there's people there. I've been doing nighttime radio for like 11 years. So it's just usually me and whoever's on with me and a janitor. That's all you see at night. Now it's just like all these people are from other stations and bosses and sales staff and promotions people and a lot of people I really like that I didn't get to see hardly ever unless it was like a company event or something like that. And it's pretty cool. Plus probably 20 times more listeners. So it's really, really cool. It's a great opportunity. It's an adjustment because now I got to sleep at night and I get up.
You're not a morning person.
I get up at 6 in the morning.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah. Well, because my show's at 10, but it's the Mike Calta After Show. So I want to pay attention to everything that happens on his show so that if something, interesting, like really pops off, I want to carry that conversation over in that 10 o'clock hour. I'm not required to, but I'm an extension of the Mike Calta Show officially. So I don't want to miss out on anything like that I can like further that conversation, So
it's the work, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun and it's a great opportunity. Like I said, it's I just did 5 days in a row, waking up at 6 in the morning. I'm doing something I've never done before, taking a nap in the afternoon. Like, I guess I'm at that age now where I'm like, oh my God, I need a nappy. And then I'm still going to bed at like midnight, waking up at 5:55, hopping in the home studio here, turning on the show, and then I just start jotting down notes like when I hear something, that I want to kind of pinpoint or tie in, and I start prepping for my 1 hour show, which flies by. Like it just flies by.
Yeah, I've been listening, and yeah, it's like by the time I drink like a cup of coffee and then the half of another cup of coffee, it's like you're done. Yeah.
Yeah, but the good thing is I got my foot in the door on daytime radio, and important ears are hearing me that never heard me, and it's crazy how many people have said, "Man, I never really got to listen to you at night," because we're here, and these are people that work for the radio station. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm here now. And then I got people from other stations that I'm meeting, program directors for, R&B stations and soft, easy listening stations that are coming to me in the hallway.
6 stations in there?
Yeah. And they're coming to me in the hallway and going, holy shit, you're really good. And I'm like, thank you. And they're like, yeah, I never listened to you before. I'm like, okay, well,
thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks. And then I headlined a show at the Laugh Out Lounge Thursday in Winter Haven. And I think I met 6 people, 3 different couples that came out because they heard me on morning radio. And I just in passing mentioned that I'm going to be at the Laugh Out Lounge in Winter Haven. And, because I didn't want to like plug it too hard my first week on morning radio. They're like, hey, bitch, what are you doing? An infomercial for yourself? So I just kind of was like, yeah, I'll be at the Laugh Out Lounge tonight in Winter Haven. And they came out because they heard it on morning radio. So, I mean, that kind of an impact already is going to be huge for stand-up and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's an adjustment, but foot in the door. So hopefully this will lead to even more, promotions for me. So, we'll see.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thanks.
And
So
you got your
tickets,
new
dude. Hell yeah.
podcast coming out too, which I'm sure me and Matt will be jumping on every once in a while.
Hopefully, definitely get you guys on a lot. I mean, you were on the FM show, but yeah, and boom, right there. Look at that. Yeah, the Johnny B show coming.
Ooh, look at that picture.
soon,
That's a
folks.
sexy ass picture.
Dude.
Yeah.
I am.
He's like a college professor.
Yeah,
that fucks
look
his
at when
students.
he makes a graphic for Matt versus when he makes a graphic for himself.
You goddamn right, dude. You
piece of shit.
I look like broke ass Stanley Tucci or Tucci. No, Mike Calta said that too on the show the other day. He goes, I don't know what kind of program Johnny B's using for photos, but he's way sexier in pictures than he is in real life. I'm like, yeah, everybody is, dude. Like everybody is.
Not him.
Except for Matt on this show. He looks like a fucking pedophile on his fucking promo. Some crying kid. He's like, yeah.
Remember to follow us on all the platforms. If you're listening and not watching, it's at John J S Planet on Instagram, at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny B Tampa, and at 3 Ugly Mugs, all on Instagram. Our YouTube channel, where you can get our video, is youtube.com/@3uglymugs, and you can check us out on Spotify on video there also. If you're not doing the video, you guys definitely should subscribe on a platform with video. Even if you want the audio, just put it in your pocket and then check out the video when you can.
And if you're listening and you're a brewery anywhere in the Southeast, we're looking to do live shows at your brewery as the 3 Ugly Mugs. You got 3 headliners that all go up. We could all do a half hour a piece of just top-notch stand-up comedy. And then we can even do we could do a podcast from there if you wanted that, or anything that has to do with that.
Just hang out and drink with you if you want.
We're also looking for beer sponsors. So if you want to, talk to us, you can email us at the email address that we just gave right there, and we can discuss it. You can get in on the ground floor, on the floor or ground level. Yes, before it gets expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when we're famous, when I'm fucking, you're gonna be like, hey man, we'll fucking get my local beer, and be like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? We got national beer now. You should have fucking talked to us in 2025 when we were poor.
We're really mean to these people.
Yeah. You don't have to deal with Johnny.
Future us's are assholes.
If you want to just email me, you can email me and I'll be nice to you.
That's the goal. We want to be just rich enough to be dicks to everybody. Yeah. I just want to be rich enough to where my house can burn down and people can fucking feel bad for me. That's what I want. I want to be that rich.
Well, we got NFL. Let's get into NFL Wild Card Weekend and throw this bracket up here.
Yeah.
What do we think? Are we gonna? You want to predict all the games?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we could rip through them. You want to go
The
one
Chargers
game at a time?
Texans is the most boring game of the weekend.
I would say so. Yeah, when is that tonight?
That's today. That's the
That's
first
happening.
game.
Yeah, that's right after
That's,
we
at 4
release
o'clock.
this show. It's going to happen.
Okay, so yeah, Chargers, Texans. I mean, I don't know. I would say Chargers over
I'll take
Texans.
the Chargers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Texas, and the Chargers are slightly favored. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking at like who's playing well when they need to play well, right? I mean, when it comes to the postseason, you can't predict an NFL. You can predict an NFL champion in September, but it doesn't play out that way. It's usually even the Chiefs usually come out the gate not playing great, and then they kind of pick it up. I know they won almost every game this year, but they don't look great winning a lot of them. The ones that play really well in January, those are the fucking teams that do it. Right now, the Texans, they've been kind of like fledgling a little bit in the last part of the season. Same thing with the Vikings. Vikings not looking as good as they looked like earlier on, but we're on this game. I think the Chargers definitely win this game. I don't think it's that close. I think the Chargers win by 10 because they're going to run J.K. Dobbins. He's healthy. They're going to pound that rock, and they're going to do some things on defense. It's going to rattle Stroud. He hasn't looked as good in year 2 as he did in year 1. And I don't know. We'll see. I might be wrong.
Their offense runs through Joe Mixon, and the Chargers are very good at stopping the run. So they're kind of playing right into the Chargers' hands.
They got a sneaky good defense, and across the board, like their defense is very solid. So we'll see.
So all three go for Chargers, and then we got Steelers in Baltimore.
That's a fun one.
Now that'll be a good game.
one.
Well, they played.
Is that also a Saturday game?
That's the game tonight.
The tonight game. Okay.
Yeah, they played a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't close.
These are actually. Oh no, never mind. The
Yeah,
left
the
side
Ravens-
is in order.
The Ravens won by, I think, 20 a couple of weeks ago, and the Steelers have another team not playing well. I think they've lost 4 in a row going into the postseason, so that's not good. They also have Russell Wilson, the most cringy guy to ever talk on a camera. It don't look good for him. Lamar Jackson is just unbelievable. He's not real, and they're across the board too. They're just solid. Now they do have their top Pro Bowl receiver out. Zay Flowers is out. So when that happens, so Lamar runs a little more. He throws the ball to Mark Andrews, which I have him on any time. We'll talk about in the parlay section. But yeah, so I don't think they're going to miss a beat. I think the Steelers, they don't have enough weapons. How many times can you throw the
job
Fryer
cut out for
Ruth? So no, it's not going to be close. I think they're favored by 9.5, and I would take the Ravens in a spread on this one easy.
Yeah, the Ravens are favored by 9.5, and they're in Baltimore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the Steelers have the edge in the history of their playoff matches. I think the Steelers have won all but one, but all those games have been in Pittsburgh over the last 20 years. So this playoff game will be in Baltimore. They played them in Baltimore 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't even a good game. It was
great.
Nasty. The
I
Ravens
like
are
Lamar.
great.
I just like Lamar as a player. Like I want him to win. I would like to see him win one.
Yeah, no, he's one of those
as
guys.
good as he is so fucking good.
He got disrespected in the draft the way Tom Brady did back in the day. Not as bad as Tom Brady, but he went in the second round, which was crazy when he went. And then he's had that chip on his shoulder the way Tom Brady did back in the day the whole time. And I like quarterbacks like that to have a chip on their shoulder. Baker, it took him being treated like shit for 4 years in the NFL to get that chip. He came out as number 1 pick overall, but once you get that chip on your shoulder, you're like, okay, people think I'm fucking nothing. Like, watch this, and Lamar's been doing it. And he had a really bad playoff game last year against Kansas City. And I think that even added another chip to his shoulder. He's pissed off still about that. So I mean, they're my Super Bowl pick, not only to go, but to win the Super Bowl. So there,
Okay.
He struggles in the playoffs
next week.
Yeah,
he does struggle in the playoffs. And Mike Tomlin is a good coach. So, I mean, don't sleep on the Steelers. But, yeah, I do think the Ravens take it.
Sure.
Lamar was the last pick of the first round, 32nd pick.
That's right. Yeah. He almost went in the second round. Yeah, that's right. The Ravens got him. So he's good. He's real fucking
Shout out
good.
to Deshaun Watson's ACL that just keeps the made of Legos. Just keeps falling apart.
Next up, we got
Which
Denver.
goes, look, that's
Thanks
a
for Baker
lesson
Mayfield. We
everybody.
appreciate it, Browns.
Yeah,
That's where I was
Lesson
going with
for
that.
Everybody, guys, if you want your Achilles to be healthy, don't rape people. Okay.
That's a karma. That's a karma tear.
I don't believe in God, but that's got me like maybe he's out there.
I don't know, man.
I
They,
looked at a girl the other day and my Achilles hurt. I was like, okay, stop this. You know what I mean? Got nothing to do with my weight. and age.
So even if they want to get rid of him, what's that going to cost them? Even if they
His
don't
he had like 180 million guaranteed,
guar-
something
180
crazy.
million
They just
guaranteed?
restructured it. No,
They restructured it, but he still got that guaranteed money coming.
well, they're gonna have to eat it, and they
they're
deserve
gonna have
it
to eat it.
because they're dumb. They have the number 2 pick in the draft this year, and 100% they will draft a quarterback because he's
Definitely.
out for 2025 now, so he's not playing. They're breathing a sigh of relief because they came out and said we're sticking with them like 3 weeks ago, and the whole country went, "Fuck what? You're gonna do what, bitch? He's garbage." And they're like, "No, he's our guy." And then like, I wouldn't doubt they just hired a ninja to just go back and just kick the back of his Achilles like while he was sleeping.
I think it was Jameis Winston and like a fake mustache and nose
Yeah.
combo. The
He's
glasses.
like hiding under a table with a blade.
Hey,
He
I'm
sliced it.
Dr. Flintstone.
Yeah. Then he does a fucking nursery rhyme while he does
Just
it.
the mustache.
You know what? I take it back. Russell Wilson's not the most cringe person on camera in the history of the NFL. He's second because everybody loves
James
Jameis.
says
I'm just like,
119 million guaranteed.
119, yeah.
just pay it, dude. Just fucking pay it and get rid of him. Just you got to.
They'll cut him after next year. Yeah.
It's the sunken cost fallacy. Yeah,
It's horrible.
Okay, yeah,
And
He's not
Jameis
good- he's-
Winston just solidified himself as a backup for his whole career at best, if he's lucky, because he threw so many fucking picks when he had his
No,
opportunities.
he's a backup. He's a good
Good
backup.
backup, yeah.
He'll never
He might
start.
come out there and throw 3 touchdowns. He might come out there and throw 3 picks.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
He'll never
going
start.
for it.
But
Yeah, he'll never
he's,
start.
he's gonna let it rip.
What did he come out at the beginning of this season where he got like LASIK surgery and he was like, man, I can see really
Oh, yeah.
good now.
Yeah.
He was just fucking throwing
Yep.
blind before.
Well, even with the Browns this year, like he came out and he was just like, hey, I had like a 500-yard game and a 400-yard game. And then somebody put a stat up and they're like, oh, Jameis is like 14 touchdowns and 3 picks. Like, this is the good Jameis. And then like 4 games in a row, he just throws like 8 picks. Like I mean, it was just outrageous. He's like, oh, now I'm Jameis again. Like I'm throwing to the other team. It's like, fucking stop, dude. Like he gets in his own way. If he could make his dumb brain stop throwing to the other team, he'd be one of the best quarterbacks ever.
He doesn't experience fear. I
Yeah.
think he just doesn't. He's just like out there and he's like, I don't care what. I'm not scared of nothing. I'm a little stupid and I'm gonna let this thing fly. And I don't care what happens.
I love to throw it.
Yeah.
It feels
His
so good
face-
to launch that thing.
His face looks like an autistic kid in like a room full of like exploding paint. Like he's
He
like,
is. He constantly has like Rottweiler playing fetch face.
Yeah.
right. Like fucking reel it in, dude. And then when he started getting all the like the positive like publicity over his little like pregame things and his
His little
shit.
dumb moves.
He-
Yeah, it's cute.
He
cute
leaned
moves.
into it too hard,
Yeah.
dude. It's like, ugh, you're not cute, bro.
He's
Stop.
being extra cute now. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
He's definitely putting it on. Anyway, moving
pushing it.
on.
Yeah.
Denver at Buffalo.
This is gonna be a good one. I like this one a lot.
What's the weather in Buffalo?
Cold as fuck.
Yeah.
Cold and
It's
miserable,
terrible, right?
but it's Denver.
They're
I mean,
absolutely
Denver.
terrible.
It's not like Denver's any better.
Denver's way better than Buffalo.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buffalo's up there, but I mean, they play in the cold, in the snow. They know what it's like,
Right.
Yeah.
Denver climate is way different than
but they don't
Buffalo
have to like
climate.
dig the stadium out of snow.
Right.
Yeah,
Here's
Fair.
here's the thing about Buffalo and snow and scoring points. They don't give a fuck, right? Like they were in a blizzard about a month ago and still put up 30 something points. Josh Allen throws the ball like on a frozen rope when it's 12 degrees. He runs the ball like crazy. Like their team's very, very good in that regard. Denver, really good defense. So I think that's why it's going to be closer than people think. But
Yeah.
Buffalo at home, dude, they throw babies through tables there, you know? So
They spike a baby.
yeah. I would take the Bills to win, but I would take the Broncos to cover 8.5. I mean, I think
8.5?
it'll be a better game than that.
yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
But if everyone stays healthy, you're probably
Yeah,
right. But
no.
these sort of low 30s games or whatever tend to produce a lot of fucking injuries.
It's hard to hold on to the ball too because that thing's like
Yeah.
a rock.
Well, Bo Nix is way better than people are giving him credit for. You know, like
Oh, yeah,
for some
that's
reason, Denver is kind of like under the radar again, right? They're back to being like a mid-market team. They don't have the Peyton Manning and John Elway. That whole thing's done. So they're
They should have never got
rebuilding.
rid of T-Bow.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, all right. Third most cringy person to ever talk in the NFL. So
That's my number one. by a mile.
Oh no, dude! The whole kneeling thing. I was like, oh, if Jesus would be like,
did he ever lose his virginity?
Probably.
I wanted to take it. I really did.
He lost it, but the other way.
Yeah.
He didn't have sex with anyone.
Mhm. But no, Denver is they can run the ball. Buffalo has a little problem stopping the run sometimes. Bo Nix he can run the ball. He's also very solid with his decision making. I agree. I think Buffalo will win, but I think it'll be 4 or 5 points, or 25 points. It'll be one or the other.
Yeah, it could be a huge fucking blowout.
Mhm.
Moving on, we got Green Bay at Philadelphia.
Another good one.
That's going to be a good game. Yeah, both teams.
I hope they both lose.
Yeah, both teams are looking real mean right now. So I think it's going to be a fun game.
No Christian Watson in Green Bay, so that hurts. They got no one to stretch the field, like no deep threats.
They
are
have
we going to
Josh.
have to grease the pole? Is Philadelphia greasing the poles or no?
I think, I'll take Philly.
Yeah,
I mean,
Philly as well.
they're favored, but I have a itchy upset special feeling going on there, dude. Like, if you're gonna go position for position, right? I started to coach. Who's a better coach, Sirianni or Matt LaFleur? Like,
Sirianni's a piece of shit. I'll give
exactly.
you that. Yeah.
So, and who has more success in the playoffs recently? You know, I don't know. Sirianni, got blown out by the Bucks last year.
Right.
He's just, I don't know. I don't know if he's got that it factor to take the Eagles all the way and win a Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know. And LaFleur is due for a really, really far run. The Bucks really stopped their best chance in 2020. They were favored big time to go and win it all. And I don't know. I feel Josh Jacobs could really control this game. And Green Bay is good against the run. And so Saquon's got his work cut out for him. It's probably going to be a really good game. It's a toss-up for me, but I have a weird feeling Green Bay is going to pull
Eagles
it out.
offense is just so talented. I mean, I think that's that overcomes the bad coaching because they are at every level. They are really good.
Jalen Hurts just got cleared last night to play. He's been in concussion protocol. Something happens in the first quarter and they fucking lay a wallop on him. And now you got Kenny Pickett in there trying to, win a playoff game. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if either quarterback goes down, I mean, Jordan Love missed like 5 games this year.
Yeah, well, their backup's pretty solid though, and they run the ball really, really well. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I pray every day that Philly loses at everything. I hate that city.
It's true.
I hate the people. So fuck off, Philly.
Let's see. We already talked about Vikings at Chargers, so let's move.
That's the Rams.
And let's.
That's the Monday night game.
That's the Monday night game,
Yeah.
and then
Rams,
tomorrow
Vikings.
night is Commanders at Buck. Anybody got tickets? You going to the tailgate, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm going to the Bone tailgate. It's the last, maybe the last tailgate. So,
Right.
it depends on how the playoffs. I feel like we're going to win the game, but you got to think we're probably going to be away after this. So you never know unless there's an upset special going on down the line. But it's a lot of the the management was kind of slightly nudging all the personalities to be there because it's a playoff game and it's going to be packed. I mean, we've given away so many tickets to the fans for this. It's going to be elbow to elbow in there. So I think a lot of the Bone personalities will be there. So yeah, I'm hanging out with Ian Beckles. I'm going to go swing by, grab him. We're going to go up there. And then if we don't get, somebody just don't hand us like really nice tickets, because Beckles won't even sit in like the commoner area, which I don't blame him. I don't like it either. Like big old dude. I squeezed into that fucking that game against the Raiders. Didn't like it. But we'll be there 4:30 and then probably skate out around 6:30 if we don't get tickets and go back and watch the game. But it's gonna be perfect weather for football. It's
Dude, I think tailgating for a night game is great because you can get out there and just stay out there all day. Like tailgating for a 1 o'clock game, you have to get out there kind of early, and then you only got a couple hours. But in a night game, I would be out there at like 2.
Might as well
drinking,
set up a tent,
drinking all day. Yeah,
well, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'd bring a generator. I'd bring a TV. Like
you can
I'd be
set up a
up
cot and take a nap
for sure.
Well, one of
camping.
one of our listeners is a buddy of mine, and he tailgates every game for his entire life, and he'll be out there probably noon. And so I'm gonna go park. He's right on the side of the road. I don't know how he's got that locked in, but I'm gonna go. He said I could park where he's at, so I don't have to pay $1,000 for parking. And I'll hang out at his tailgate for an hour or so, and then head on over to the Bone tailgate, and then I could also skate out of there because it's really close, like a block from the stadium. But yeah, I hate traffic too. So the whole thing, dealing with it. So get in early, get out early, and I have to deal with that. Watch the game in a comfortable setting, unless of course somebody's watching this right now and they're like, "Hey, I have a suite. We're rich. Come on, Johnny B, come in.
on.
We'll
Hang
dance.
out.
We'll dance like clowns. Let us in.
I'll fucking do it, dude. Yeah. Let all the ugly mugs into your suite, dude. How fucking sexy would that be? We'll do comedy, like not
Yeah.
there, but
It did take like an hour and a half to get home from the game on Sunday.
Yeah.
Luckily, my wife drove because I was not driving
Yeah,
anywhere.
please don't drive.
I was
Don't do it.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Good.
You guys want to, before we jump into our final segments, you guys want to plug any shows coming up?
Tonight, come to Devine. Brian Aldridge is headlining. It'll be a great
Oh.
time.
Oh, awesome.
It'll be a
He's
wonderful
having a
show.
great weekend. He got to fill in at Side Splitters last minute. Thursday night? They had a dropout, what was it, Friday, or maybe it was Friday? He got the headline 8:00 show at one of the best clubs in the country, and now he's doing Devine on Saturday. He's very, very good. So go check him out tonight if you don't want to watch that snoozer of a football game, because the Ravens will be up by 50 by halftime. Go out and I love Devine. I love headlining that place.
Yep.
It's fun.
Come on out, Palm Harbor.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Tomorrow, my special will be playing at the Dunedin International Film Festival, and I'll be hosting the awards gala. I don't know if there's any tickets left for that, but it's open bar, so buy some tickets. It's fun. Yeah, me and Brad are hosting the awards gala, so we're throwing on the tuxes and gonna make some jokes.
There you go.
And drink.
Sweet.
Fun. Next week, I'm no comedy for me this weekend. It's super wild card weekend. I'll be headlining Podfest 2025 in Orlando on Friday the 17th. So if you're one of these podcasting dorks, I mean, who has a podcast? Some nerd. Then come on out there in Orlando. I'll be out there doing that, and then Saturday I'm doing another show at another place on Saturday the 18th. It's a private gig in Clearwater, but yeah, I don't even know why I mentioned it. You can't go.
You're not allowed to go.
Way to go, Johnny.
Yeah. I was just
All
looking
right,
at my
well-
calendar and I was like, yeah, I'm at a thing that you can't go to. So
You can't go to bitch.
yeah, fuck you.
Let's run. This is a fucking sport. Let's hit it.
We engage from the shadows, breaking through the dawn. Jumping from the rooftop till the night's all gone. Stick the landing on the grass, then you move along. Ask yourself, is this a sport or is it just wrong? Rolling down the hill in a giant plastic ball. Smashing into
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. I shortened it a little bit.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, that's what I did before you guys showed up to the meeting.
I almost went and cooked a pork butt and took a shit.
no.
Yeah, it's great.
It's quick now. This is a fucking sport. This week we're talking about the French sensation disco foot. Disco foot is so disco foot. Let's see. Oh, this is all in French. I don't know. Shit.
How do you say gay in French? Anybody?
Fucking French.
Disco foot?
France.
So what this basically is it's soccer, but there's no running allowed. No running, and so in French it's called, what is it called? Ballet de Lorraine.
Oh, we're-
So this is called ballet. So we're calling it disco foot. So there's no running. It's soccer, but there's no running. The only way that you can move around the field is by dancing. You also have to be dancing the entire time.
Or
Like, you can't stop dancing.
I read some of the other rules. You can also jump dick to dick. You can also do that.
You can do a docking. You can put your penis in someone else's foreskin
Yeah.
and then combine your dance moves.
Or you can grab them. You can grab them and make like a fucking like a line. You say you
Yeah.
pull. You know how the monkeys will swing from vine to vine. You could do that with the dicks until you get
So
to
they
the goal.
played this at P. Diddy's parties, is what you're saying.
Yes. Yes.
You could stop a man. You could kiss him. You could fall in love. You could get married. You could have a beautiful family.
So
And that's the
players
game.
can use pre-established choreography and improvisation as long as you're dancing the whole time. Players are also judged on artistic merit. So they get their dance moves judged, and
Oh,
then
I'm
the final
judging 'em.
score. Final score is determined by adding the judges' scores to any goals scored. So you can technically win even if you don't score a point.
But you got to have some sick moves.
It'd be
You gotta
so gay.
fucking, you gotta
You gotta-
dance your ass off.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see.
You have to be
Fred
sitting
Astaire
on
out
a
there.
dildo.
Here we go. So
Look
here,
at this, dude. Holy shit.
hold on, I'm gonna play some music with this. I didn't. The music was copyrighted.
Oh God.
Oh my god, dude.
It's mostly just dancing. There's
That's how
barely any soccer.
That's how I walk around the grocery store.
That's me when I see a good BOGO at Publix. Look, that guy's about to get fucked. Look at this.
They're gonna
Dick
scissor.
just
Are they?
came out.
They're literally scissoring.
yeah.
It's unbelievable, dude.
Line
No.
up buttholes. Let's double dildo like the end of Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, so this is co-ed, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Because,
it's open to everyone.
because
But
I,
you know,
I thought it was all guys until I saw the one leg straight up in the air and I was waiting for the sack to come out the shorts and it wasn't. Look at that. Holy Christ. This is
they're really
unbelievable.
focusing on this group right here.
Yeah, well, I mean, those were some sick moves. They got to catch them on a slow mo, and then back to soccer.
Now, how do you
They also-
think this sport became a sport? Like, who had this meeting? How did this, and then they were like, yeah, totally. Let's do this. They're like, we need to showcase our athleticism.
They were
Our
like,
dancing.
we really need to get
Right.
this off the ground.
Yeah. How can we let people know we're gay, in other months besides June? Like, we need to let people know. And also,
Oh, I
that
think
we're-
this is a great idea.
So this was
Oh,
That's
invented
how it,
by
that's how that sounded.
this. Yeah, this is definitely a gay cocaine idea. For sure.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's a good idea. Fuck yeah. Give me that idea.
So it was conceived by choreographers and
Oh,
dancer Peter
God.
Jacobson and Thomas Cayley, and it's
Those aren't French names.
it's two halves with a
Two
halftime.
gay
involves-
Americans.
What do they do? What do they do at the halftime show? Play a real sport?
Beyonce
Oh
comes
my-
out and plays soccer.
yeah.
This is unbelievable, dude. Like, I don't know how
Are they allowed
the whole
to touch the
crowd's
ball
not-
with their hands?
The goalie is.
The goal-
It's
it's
like
the
the
goalie, okay.
rules
No,
of soccer like
They're only
that.
allowed
Yeah,
to
I
touch
gotcha.
balls with their mouth. That's the only thing they can do.
Where's the conga line? Did they do the conga line already?
No.
They do a conga
my
line?
God, dude. What in the shit? This is
Here
bad.
we go.
Oh,
there we go.
God.
We gotta do. Oh, this guy fucked up the choreography.
Oh no.
What an asshole. Well, he just lost a goal.
Yeah, you just lost points. you
Oh, so they
fucking-
stopped the game to do choreographed dances.
like the
It
Savannah
doesn't. It
Bananas.
doesn't happen during the game.
What is he? This
This
what
guy's
is he
getting.
is?
This guy's taking it from both ends.
He is.
Oh my god.
This is
Once again, if you're
unbelievable.
not
This is-
watching this show on video, you're missing out.
This is gayer than gay porn. This is
It is.
gayer than two men having sex.
This is on.
This keeps going for a while. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here's
good.
more.
They got one up in the air.
This is crazy, dude. Look at it. That looks like
This looks.
Jesus
God.
Christ, super gay. Is what that looks like. Look at that. He's got a ball between his legs, and look at the dancing. Good God.
So what do
Man.
what do you guys rate
Ah.
this on a scale of 1 to 10? How many stupids do you rate this?
Yeah, how many dildos do you give this? No, this is
people are
unbelievable.
into it? Look how many people are into this.
I don't know who would be.
There's-
I don't know why there's people there.
There's way more. Like, for one, I recognize this square from like the Olympics or something. And yeah, but who knew that this many people would show up to fucking watch this crazy shit?
How are
I'm
they
gonna
not
rate it-
laughing?
I'm gonna rate it a fucking 9 on the stupid scale.
Yeah, it's a 10 for me.
Yeah, it's on the stupid scale. Yes, it's a million.
Yeah.
Watchability,
Yeah.
1 to 10, watchability.
Watch about one. I can't.
What?
I
This
feel
is a
gay.
television show in France. Yeah, this is
Like-
on TV.
I love gay people, but I'm not one, and I feel like I'm turning into one just by watching it. This is a. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Like, this guy's biting the guy's elbow while he's dancing. He's just like it's a corn on the cob. Look at this. Unbelievable.
I feel like I just watched Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah,
I want to wire my eyes shut.
I think
Eyes
I
tight
think we've had
closed.
enough. Now that is this is a fucking sport. I'm bringing gems to this show. Okay, like this is
There's a lot of Jims, a lot of Francis's. Yeah.
What?
I apologize to everybody watching.
I think it's an amazing sport that everyone should play once in their life.
Watchability is definitely
I think
I don't
I
want to
think we
see
should
that.
form a team.
I hated
and
that.
We all dance.
I want to bring the guys who play taser ball into that sport. Just
Now-
fucking zap the shit out
Disco
of all
foot
of them.
taser.
Yeah.
I think if there was a Paralympic version of that sport, it would be way more entertaining.
You could say that about every sport.
Yeah,
know.
I don't think I don't think it's actually like I think people in wheelchairs can play this game. I think it's just anybody who wants to play. Yeah, you could be disabled in any way that you want and still play this completely ridiculously stupid sport.
Well, at least then you'd be like,
You're
man,
not
I can't
excluding
believe this
anyone from
guy's.
this.
You have to be a little disabled.
Yeah.
I'm saying at least then you'd be like, oh man, look at this guy dancing like that, but he don't have legs, you know. So what do you want?
Yeah. What do you want? He's doing,
doing
his
his
best.
Yeah. Just rolling around like a fucking tater tot with arms.
It is what it is, man. Poor
All right,
guy.
now it is time for Matt's pathetic parlay.
Let's do
Let's
it.
go.
Fingers crossed tight all week, rolling dice in shadows deep. Matt's luck been cold as ice till he found a gamble slice. Matt broke the code last night, finally caught the winning right. All his dreams been tearing down, changed his luck in this small town.
Still like this picture, Matt. I think it's the best version of you. I think it's good.
I'm paying that kid to keep his mouth shut.
Damn right, dude. Stop crying, bitch. What you got, Matt?
I got the easiest parlay in the world. It's only 2 legs.
What?
Two legs. And $5 will net you $522.
Wow. Okay.
Shut
And
the
it's
fuck
just Lad McConkey to score 2 touchdowns
Today,
today and George Pickens to score 2 touchdowns tonight.
tonight.
Because
That
the Ravens'
doesn't-
pass defense is not very good, even though they have picked it up. But I still think the Steelers are going to be playing from behind, so I think they're going to have to chuck that thing. And then I don't think it's like I
I'm
think
actually
Justin
playing this
Herbert
one.
loves Lad McConkey, and yeah, I think that they've really formed. They're going to be solid for years to come. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they're going to get better and better. But it's only $5. That's the beauty of it.
For 5,000?
No, for 522.
Oh, okay, 500. That's still great. I
Yeah.
like throwing in a 2 touchdowner on somebody that's like really, really playing well anyway. To kind of that does beef up your odds big time.
Odds are plus 10,350.
I love it, dude. I have a plus 43,000. No, 436,000.
43,000.
Whoa, nice.
436,000.
Check this one out, boys.
We're going to be millionaires.
This is a 8-bet parlay. That's it.
That's
Just
it.
8.
That's it. Just
That's
8.
it. For
Too many.
$3 will net me $17,009.89 if this comes through. Now it sounds crazy until I start reading it off, and then you're gonna go plausible, maybe. And it's all anytime touchdowns. All right. Anytime touchdown tonight's game. Pat Fryermuth, anytime touchdown. I like him. I think he's really the go-to receiver on that team, like a lot of times. And also Justin Hill for the Ravens, because if they're winning big time, they're going to take Henry off the field. They're going to give a lot of carries to
Fucking Justice Hill.
Justice Hill. What did
Yeah,
I say? Justin?
Justin. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's his white cousin. No, Justice Hill. And then I got in the Broncos Bills game, I got Dalton Kincaid, anytime touchdown.
Okay.
He's one of their tight ends. And then I got James Cook, anytime touchdown,
That one will definitely cash out.
number 1 running back. And then in the Chargers versus Houston Texans, I got J.K. Dobbins, anytime touchdown. That's all he does, score touchdowns.
Right.
I got in the Packers Eagles, Jaden Reed, anytime touchdown. Now with Christian Watson out, you know what I mean? Let's go. I have in the Bucks game, Jalen McMillan, anytime touchdown. He scored 6 touchdowns in 4 games, and they're going to be all over Mike Evans. Lattimore's playing. We'll talk about that matchup coming up if you want. And then only one more. In the Vikings Rams, Jordan Addison, anytime touchdown. He's the number 2 receiver there, plays very well. If all of those touchdowns come true, my $3 will be 17,000 and change.
That is quite a bit.
implausible, but I like it.
Can you imagine the
$3,
sweat?
yeah.
What do you
Unlikely.
What do you think if I have Jordan Addison left going into Monday Night Football? What do you think they're going to offer me for an early payout? It's 17 grand. You think they offer me 10 grand? What do you think they offer me there? With one player left?
It'll be like six
1,000.
grand, 5 grand probably.
Got to be. If it's now, what do you do in that situation?
Oh, you
Like,
take the cash out. Yeah,
if
Yeah,
they,
take
if they
the
offer
early
me
cash
7
out.
grand,
you won. You're a winner.
Yeah.
I know, but then I can't watch the game because he scores. That's $10,000 I left sitting there. I'll fucking die.
I think-
you,
like,
you do an early cash out. You take your wife and you go straight to Red Lobster. Okay.
The Justice Hill one is going to be the toughest one.
I know.
I think that might be where you falter.
And the Kincaid is going to be tough too because he's
well,
a
he
number
might.
2
He's
tight
all
end.
right.
Yeah.
He could catch anybody on that team. Can catch one. Nobody's
What a
really
$3
stand up.
sweat, dude! What a $3.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I love
too.
doing anytime, just an all anytime touchdowns bet. I might do it. I might do one of those later.
Yeah, I like James, our producer. He does some too, where it's like all interceptions, like with quarterbacks and shit. Those are kind of fun too, where you could just be negative. You're like, I want to bet on people that fucking suck, in a parlay. That's
It's like when you're playing craps in Vegas and you just bet on the house. You just bet the everyone to fail.
He's shorting.
over and over
He's shorting
again.
stocks. Yeah, I dig it.
Well, if
Yeah.
the house always wins, isn't that the smart bet? Just
Yeah, for
bet
sure.
against the shooter every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually when I'm the shooter and everybody starts betting against me, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And the dealer's like, "Put 10 on there for me too.
Yeah.
Do it." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
do it
you."
quick.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish you could bet on whether or not Lattimore and Evans will get ejected, because I'd put like a couple dollars on that, because I guarantee you the odds would be like plus 15,000.
Yeah. You guys want to get into that matchup? You want to break down and
Yeah, let's do it.
because we didn't do our predictive scores on that and everything yet, right? We're saving that for last.
Yeah,
I
we can
thought
do
so.
that
Yeah.
last.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I told you what the experts said, and fuck them. Fuck the experts. What do they know? They don't know shit about shit. We're the real experts here. Let's talk about injury report, because that's very important. Guys that we got coming back that haven't played in a while. Antoine Winfield Jr. practiced this week. It says questionable on the injury report. He's definitely going to play. Cade Otton is trending towards playing, so it's looking like really, really
That's
well
great.
for him to play. So really the big question was, will Chris Godwin be able to come back for the playoffs? Not this week. So
No, dude, it's
Still
fun.
on.
If you're giving Baker at least 3 options on every single play, that turns into super fast touchdown drives every single time.
well, what I'm thinking will happen, right? You never know, because our offensive coordinator has been mixing it up so well and just evolving throughout the season. I know he's going to have some fucking tricks up his fucking sleeve for the playoffs. I think you see a lot of two tight end sets. I mean, we have 3 tight ends that can catch the fucking ball, right? When Cade Otton went out, the big boy Durham, he came in, played well. Culp from Washington, rookie, came in, had a great game. So if you put 2 tight ends on the field, number one, you got mass up front for Bucky Irving, who should have over 100 yards. He should run all over this defense, who's third to last in the league in stopping the run. So you put 2 tight ends out there. Now Baker's got play action. He can go to Evans. He can go to McMillan. He can go to one of these tight ends. I'm excited to see what kind of offensive game plan Cohen has for the Redskins. I'm sorry, the Commanders. And so picking a parlay for this one's going to be really up in the air, because Mike Evans, Lattimore, that's going to be a battle. Lattimore's healthy. And
I think Terry McLaurin will score.
Yes.
I'm going to throw him in one of my parlays, because our pass defense is trash too.
Right.
yeah.
I hope Antoine Winfield helps us, but I mean, it's still there's holes all
Well,
over.
we're also going to get. I'm glad you mentioned that. We're getting Jamel Dean back. He'll be playing on Sunday. We also have Mike Edwards, who went out of that game with cramps last week. He looks like he'll be fine. So I mean, across
Give
the
him a little
board.
cranberry juice. He'll be fine.
Yeah, give him a banana. Get out there. Get some
Yeah.
potassium.
Hey, lady, you can't be playing the games on that time of the month. No, but I mean, it's looking health wise, both teams are pretty healthy going into this game. So it's going to come down to who wants it the most and who has the best game plan. And yeah, it's a pick 'em pretty much across the board. So what do you guys think will happen? Matt, you start. What do you think?
I think Jaden Daniels is going to have a nice little game. I don't think it'll be enough. I think that I think Bucky Irving is going to go nuts, and we're going to hold the ball for much longer. But I do think Jaden Daniels is going to have a nice game, and it'll be close. But yeah, obviously, I'm taking the Bucks.
What's your score?
I'll go. Let's say 28-20.
Ooh, okay.
You think it'll be that low?
Yeah, I mean, 48 still hitting the over. Or
Right.
what is the
It's
under?
still hitting the over.
It's 50, 50,
Oh, okay.
55, I believe. So you're slightly under, but you're right there.
Yeah, I'm right there. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, John?
I agree with Matt. I think they're gonna exercise. It's gonna be an exercise of like clock control the entire time, and they're just gonna there's gonna be a lot of second and third down conversions, pass conversions, and then the rest of the time it's gonna be Bucky just hammering the run. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game, though. Honestly, with all these receivers coming back, I think it's going to, like 36-23 or something like that. That's what I'm thinking.
Ooh, okay. I like it. Obviously, Bucks, right?
Yes, Bucks.
Yeah. We need to know.
No, I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. I just watching them the past few weeks. Once they figured out how to put the drives together, even with the players that they had, I think they're going to do fucking great tomorrow.
Yeah. As far as what I think bet the under on the first half points. Definitely, because it will be a figuring it out ball control first half. It might open up like a bitch in the mid third quarter into the fourth quarter, depending on how things are going. But they're going to be filling each other out. Both are going to be trying to establish the run. Bucky Irving for us. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw some Sean Tucker in there. It's playoff time. You gotta use everybody. But the guy running the ball for Washington will be Jaden Daniels, who had almost 900 yards rushing for the season. He's just a beast. He's going to get Rookie of the Year, and he's tough. He's real tough. I think the Bucks would rather give up rushing yards to Jaden Daniels and keep two safeties back there than to let him zip that ball down the field to Scary Terry, because the guy can throw the ball like anybody else too. So let him run for 8 yards here and there. Let him get some first downs. You play that bend, don't break, Todd Bowles defense, tighten up in the red zone. And that's how we beat the Lions in week 2. I think they were 0 for 7 in the red zone in that game. And that's what we have to do with this game. So yeah, the score's going to be low as fuck in the first half. So it'll probably be like 14-10 in the first half. So see what the over-under is there.
Yeah, I think it'll open up in the second half for sure.
Yeah, a lot of play action on both sides of the ball. But, I mean, you look, once again, position for position. Who's a better quarterback, Baker Mayfield, Jaden Daniels? I'm giving the edge to Baker. You know what I mean?
So,
He has the better supporting cast. I like Scary Terry, but, I mean,
Mike
Baker
Evans
has a bunch of weapons. Like,
yeah,
he's got Bucky Irving. He's got fucking K. Dotton coming back.
Yeah, who do you like? Do you like Brian Johnson, not from AC/DC, or do you like Bucky Irving? Your running backs. I mean, across the board, the Bucks are better, even on defense. Even though our defense looked like shit the first half of the season, in the last 5 games of the season, we allowed 9 total points in the second half, and which is crazy. 3 field goals in the last 5 games in the second half. So
we did play some trash teams, though. So,
well, not all of them. You know what I mean? The
Chargers. That was about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but either way,
Raiders, Panthers twice, and we shouldn't know. I can't believe we lost.
I know, but the Panthers are scoring on everybody else, dude. They're not as bad as we made them look, in that last game we played them. So either way, we're adjusting at halftime, and that can turn out to be really good. Now that I think about that, I like your under for the entire game too. So if it is, a high scoring game, it's not going to be from Washington probably in the second half. So I like your under, but I also like John's score prediction, just not for Washington. I think I could see the Bucks scoring over 30, but I don't see it for Washington. My game prediction.
No, I said Washington was going to score over 20.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Well,
I don't think they're going to even score over 20.
No, I think the Bucks win this game. 31-13 will be the final score of this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be a whooping?
Blowout.
I think it's going to be close most of the
Belt
game.
to ass. Okay.
I think it's going to be close most of the game, but I think the Bucks will end up putting a couple in the fourth quarter just to drive that nail in when they get a chance to, and they will. I think the turnover battle will be won by the Bucks because I think Baker, he's a slinger, but I think the one thing they're going to focus on this whole week in practice, if I had to guess, is take the check downs. Don't try to be a hero. Mike's got the record. Don't throw in the double coverage ever. If you're doubling Mike, dump it down to Bucky, dump it down to White, whoever you got to take 5 yards, just keep the drive going and don't fucking turn the ball over. And I think that's what they're going to do. And they're going to pound the rock. And we're going to end up taking the ball away from Washington because they got a lot of people that have never been in a playoff game. We have a lot of veterans on our team that know what playoff football is and know that atmosphere. So you put all that, in the perspective, I think the Bucks win. I think it gets out of control in the second half. So there you go.
I like that prediction better. I hope so.
I mean, that would be fun. I'll be I'll be there.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about college or save it till next week? We're gonna have a comedian and son of All-American Larry Smith. Larry Smith Jr. is going to be on the show.
He also created Gatorade, folks. I may have made that up, but I think he did. I think he has the ingredients.
The disappointment of Larry Smith Sr. will be on the show.
Well, I'm his big-headed son.
No, they tested Gatorade
wide-faced
on Larry.
boy.
Yeah, Larry Smith, the team that he was on at UF. They were the ones that tested Gatorade. That came out of the science labs. Yeah.
His son, it looks like he dresses for disco kickball every single time he's on stage doing stand-up comedy.
So yeah, Law Smith, his new special Girthy is available on YouTube, and he will be joining us on the Three Ugly Mugs to talk college football.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good national championship game. We'll talk about that as the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame take on the Buckeyes of Ohio State. So that's gonna be a fun game, and we'll talk about it.
I think you called that 3 or 4 weeks ago, didn't you?
I did. I had Ohio State taking it all about a month ago. They're just playing too damn good. They're really good defense and offense. They're stellar. So we'll see. But that game, we'll talk about it with Law. But that's going to be good. That'll be a big point of conversation for us. So yeah, looking forward to it.
That game is next weekend, right?
Yep. Or the
next Saturday.
It's usually on a Monday, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. It's
I think
usually
on
Monday.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bothwell. There it is. Monday.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, by the way, I just found this out the other day. I'm going on a cruise in February, the whole Valentine's week, and my wife's birthday is on February 9th, right? And we'll be on the cruise ship. I just figured out the other day, February 9th is also the fucking Super Bowl. So,
oh shit.
They're going to be showing the Super Bowl on the cruise ship, obviously.
Okay. Nice.
But it's also my wife's birthday. So she's like, well, I got us dinner reservations at one of the nicest restaurants on the cruise. I go, what time? She's like, why does it matter? It's my birthday. I go, because we're going to be in the Caribbean. So that means kickoff's at 7:30.
Don't be selfish. We're going on a cruise for your birthday. Let me have a couple hours.
That's what I told her.
Yeah.
I go, God. So she moved the dinner reservations to 5:30. I go, perfect. All right.
There you go. Nice.
I'll have somebody from goddamn Norway sing you happy birthday, and then I'm getting to the sports bar. We got to and if it's the Bucks, I'm going to feel like a real dick for just not even being in Tampa or to celebrate it.
If it's the Bucks, I'm going to be so fucking happy. I won't give a shit where I am.
I'll watch it in Beirut.
I'll be like, how is this happening?
Yeah, if the Bucks are in the Super Bowl, we're having a party over here.
Yeah, we'll definitely do something. That'd be cool.
We're gonna have a fucking huge party over here if the Bucks win the Super Bowl.
Not me. I'm gonna be playing disco foot on a fucking Virgin Cruise. That's what I'm gonna be doing, dude. Just hope I don't go overboard. It's gonna be a great time. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. I was like, holy shit, I'm on a cruise during the Super Bowl. I didn't think that one out at all.
Think that through, yeah.
That's fine. It's fine. It's for my wife. It's Valentine's Day.
As long as they're showing the game, you'll still have fun.
Do we have anything else?
I don't think so. I think that was a great show.
All right.
Yeah, man. Good job, boys.
Make sure to follow on Instagram. It's at John JS Planet, at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny B Tampa, and at Three Ugly Mugs. Remember, our YouTube channel does have a video podcast. It's youtube.com/3ugly or /@3uglymugs. They just changed that shit. Our email address is 3uglymugs with a Z at gmail.com. And get on the video. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Spotify. If you have to listen to audio, be a little bitch about it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And
leave comments on the YouTube video. Leave comments. Let us know what you think. If you have suggestions for a dumbass sport like we show you every week, or if you have a prediction on a game or anything like that, we'll give you shout outs on the show and all that. So
fuck yeah, we will.
The comments help the algorithm get people to us too. And also, hitting that thumbs up button and all that. So do all that. We appreciate you.
And just go old school and just tell a friend. Yeah, just tell a
Word of
guy.
mouth.
Like, you got to listen to this, you fucking idiot.
paint our faces
That
on your
works too.
tits and go to the game.
Yeah. All right, we're out of here.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.